Hi there, it's Nick, and I hope you're doing amazingly well. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about how to handle stress and function when you get home, right? Now, if you're in business, let's not beat around the bush, it's going to be stressful. There's always some way, shape, or form that it's going to be stressful, okay? So stop trying to fight that part that business isn't stressful. It always is. There's always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be shit happening when you didn't even expect it to be happening right now. So now that we know that kind of stress is a part of it, it's how we handle that stress is critical, and especially how we switch off from that stress when we get home, because bringing stress home isn't fair. It's not fair on your loved ones, it's not fair on your family, on the kids, whoever it may be, and it's kind of not a good environment that you're always stressed out. Right now, here's what I do. First of all, I've learned to understand how to deal with stress and how to compartmentalize it. So I always like to ask myself, is this the worst possible thing that could be happening to me right now? And 99% of the times, to be brutally honest, the answer is no. Is there other people that are suffering worse than I am today? And the answer is probably 1000% yes. So when I look at that, it sort of defuses it, right? Step two, what I do is I kind of give it gratitude. And I go, hey, you know what? It's kind of good to be stressed out whether somebody's paid me or they haven't. It's good to be stressed out whether I've got, bills to pay. It's good to be stressed out that a worker, has decided to leave. At least I can stress out about that where there's a million other people that would just love that opportunity for the stress, right? So kind of deal with that, it defuses it, right? Now, when I get home, I try to think about a different mode. In other words, I go, hey, well, the business part of it's kind of, switched off or switched on low. It's never going to be switched off, it's switched on low. And I try to focus about what's happening today within within my home life. So if the kids come home, I'm like, hey, how was your day? What's been happening? And then I spend a little bit of time hanging out with them. And also I like to do an activity that breaks up the monotony. So I'll take the dog for a walk, or I'll go to the gym, or I might go down to the beach for a swim, or go to the park, right? There's so many different things you do, and you only need like 30 minutes, right? And it kind of resets your mind. You get to breathe there, you feel good, you get to focus. Now, then the next part to that is, especially before I go to bed, to kind of get myself ready for the next day, I like to do a guided visualization, right? Or a meditation, right? And there's some really cool ones. There's a cool app by Mind Valley called Omvana, Omvana, Omvana. That's cool. They're like 10, 15-minute guided visualizations. It's super easy. You can have one for sleep. You can have one, feel better. You can have one to do with stress. There's all of these ones, and it's free. That's what's really, really cool, right? So if you start to look at those things slowly but surely, I believe practice makes perfect, right? So you know that sooner or later, you're going to start to deal with the stress. Now, is it going to happen overnight? Stress, not stress? The answer is no. Are we ever not going to have stress? The answer is no. Can you compartmentalize it? The answer is yes. Can you turn it down a little bit so you're present, with your family, or, with your girlfriend, friend, whatever it may be when you're not working? The answer is 100% yes. Okay, hope you get a lot out of this. If you need some help with your business, if you need some help, de-stressing, hey man, we can definitely shed some light on this. Remember, just simply reach out, upcoach.com.au, nick@upcoach.com.au. Remember, I'm Nick, and the only way is